What is Bitcoin doing? What are cryptocurrencies doing? What's the whole market doing? What about the Coinbase IPO? In this episode of the League of Hustlers, we're just going to have an open conversation. So pull up a seat to the round table. Let's prepare to prosper. So, CD, what's good, man? What do you think about all this stuff going on? First off, I want to talk about, in particular, the Coinbase IPO. I know we had some conversations about, like, is this a good pick? Is this, you have folks like the Motley Fool saying that they were overvalued, Market Watch saying they're overvalued. I think they came in at like 86 billion or something like that. What are your thoughts on that?
It's tough, man. Actually, I was looking at those same things. You know, a lot of companies, traditionally that I guess judge the stock market are looking at Coinbase and saying, hey, it's coming in overvalued, and then looking at the industry and saying that, okay, well, a lot of their income comes from transaction fees, which they're anticipating that they may not be able to sustain, those transaction fees as a profit stream, because other platforms, once they come in and start introducing that, no fee option in order to gain some of that market share, in order to gain some of those customers, Coinbase is going to have to compete with that, and that's kind of what happened with all of the stock market platforms, all of the, the apps and things you can download now. A lot of them have that as a pitch, no trading fees, reduced fees here or no fees here or there. So that's the big part of it. I don't know. I think that, it's definitely a different time. It's going to be hard to judge based on traditional methods, because this isn't and hasn't been, as we've seen over the past few years, this isn't like a traditional market, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of other things that need to be considered that probably aren't being considered, and it's only because we don't know yet. People don't really know what to consider yet. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So my thoughts are, so those are good points. And what I keep reverting to is that this space is so new. You know what I mean? And if you've ever used Coinbase for, they're lacking features, right? They're lacking a lot of features, but they kind of make everything like super easy, like almost too easy. And so you basically are just going in, making a purchase of, whatever coins that you're going to purchase. And you can see the chart, a simple chart, but you can't really see too much past that. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say that what I'm looking at with it is that they have room to grow, right? And then being first into the market, or first listing on the NASDAQ, like, I think that says a whole lot, especially when you're comparing it to Kraken, comparing it to Binance, comparing it to Gemini even, and so I think that they have room to grow, and they could easily implement those new features and instantly almost become more valuable, right? And I mean, whoever you talk to, and if you ask them, most people that you ask if they're in crypto, they'll say that they have a Coinbase account, right? And so they've almost become synonymous with crypto. Right? When you think about crypto and how you buy crypto, you think of Coinbase, right? I've never heard of anyone saying that they bought it, or the only other exchange that I've heard people say is Robinhood, right? So Robinhood and Coinbase, but Coinbase by far, I hear that all the time. How'd you get in? I got in on Coinbase. I got in on Coinbase. So I think they did a good thing by moving to that market first, or moving into the NASDAQ first and having that first mover advantage. And I'm looking for like down the road, right? They opened at 348. They're down to 332 right now. But to me, this is a long-term play, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking like years down the road. Like, and then with, which is the next topic that I wanted to ask you about with the bull run that's going on right now. I think once Bitcoin spikes more and all these other, altcoins continue to spike, you're going to be looking at more attention being paid to crypto in general, right? And then how do you get in? When people start talking about it, they're going to mention Coinbase, right? So I think by the end of this year, we're going to see that price definitely come back up to where they opened at for the IPO, and potentially even further. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for. But definitely, to me, Coinbase is like a long-term play. And their ticker sign is COIN, coin. But with that being said, right, this bull run that's going on right now, I think Bitcoin is at it's been playing around 62,000. It peaked up a little bit over that. I think, what did it hit, like 64? Let's see. Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact number. I don't have it up now, but it's in that 64 range.
Yeah, 64, 671.
There you go.
Yeah, so this is crazy, right? And I think it's based off of technical analysis, it is starting to break out of its that kind of ceiling that it kept hitting, right? Of like 62, playing around 60, playing under 60, but finally broke over that and is holding steady, a little over 60. So I think we're officially in the bull run. But as I've been saying for a while, my favorite is Ethereum, bro. Ethereum has been cutting up. Ethereum is at, let's see,
24.
it's at 24. So I mean, Bitcoin is the beast, but I like Ethereum because of its use case. And coming from a technology background, coming from a programming background, the implications of Ethereum are like way more vast. And, the fact that it's an actual platform, I think just opens it up to a much more higher utility. Just from a utility standpoint, you can use it, right? Other companies can use it. Other companies can build on it. What do you think about Ethereum?
Ethereum was definitely my favorite as well. When I was introduced into crypto, before I ever bought Bitcoin, I bought Ethereum. And it's because of that. The use case, from my perspective, definitely adds, way more value. I think it's, we haven't seen Ethereum take that large run yet. I think it's, undervalued now. I think it's definitely going to, the price now that it's at 24, 25 in comparison to like a Bitcoin. I mean, I think that's a bargain price, basically. You have tons of other coins, tokens, and platforms. Everything is being created using Ethereum. You know what I mean? This is like, if you're looking at Bitcoin in terms of like gold or something to that effect, Ethereum in regards to crypto would be something like Apple. Or maybe not Apple, but I don't know. I'm trying to find something to compare it to, but just that a platform where it's essentially going to kind of span across the entire crypto market. You know what I mean? And the more coins that are being created, as we're seeing right now, there's tons of new stuff coming out, crossing all these different industries, all these niche coins that do all these cool things. You have coins that, you know, decentralized file storage, and you know, they're on the blockchain. And coins, of course, you got tons of finance and stuff for lending. You got the compound, and there's just tons of different stuff out there. But all of that stuff is built on Ethereum. Ethereum is definitely my pick. But back to Coinbase though, really quick, hate to bounce around. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Coinbase is definitely like a long play, I would say. I don't think you need to try to jump in and think you're getting ready to just double your money. You know, but put something in there and maybe just wait a while. I think it definitely has tons of room to grow. It's the only platform right now that's actually going to pay you to use it. You can, you know, new users can come in on Coinbase, watch a couple videos, and they'll actually give you Bitcoin. They'll actually give you, you know, $5, $10, $15 just for getting a little bit of education about some of the coins. Really cool platform. So I expect for them to, you know, continue to grow in that way. I'm pretty sure they have a great model ahead. Thus far, they've already shown great leadership in this area. I would expect the same thing going forward.
Right. And the other thing, to that point, they know how to play with the government. That's the other thing. Coinbase knows how to play. They've been making moves that has kept them safe. Like, and that's one thing I like about them. Because at the end of the day, like, everybody that's in crypto right now needs to understand and be grateful for the fact that, you know, basically Uncle Sam and, you know, and the boys hadn't came through and tried to shut it down, right? Like they did, you know, flexed on Binance to where, you know, they had to create Binance.us. So at the end of the day, whatever happens has to be in line and in tune with the U.S. government. Like, let's just be honest. Uncle Sam is gonna get his one way or the other. And that leads me to another quick point that I want to make is that if, so before, it doesn't even matter about before, what you need to understand in terms of taxes for your crypto, anytime that you trade crypto is considered a taxable event. All right. On your taxes, there's going to be a box that you have to check that asks, you know, did you trade crypto? And you need to check it if you're in crypto. That means if you bought it, if you sold it, if you traded it, anything that you do with crypto, you need to be documenting or, you know, admitting to it on your taxes. Why? Because that is kind of the gift and the curse of blockchain. It's super secure, but with that security comes a definite tracking and you know, clear path to who sold what to who. So just as a quick note, if you're in crypto, make sure, you know, you're filing on your taxes and stuff like that. If not, that's a clear, you know, that's easy money for them to come and you know, try to figure out what you got going on. But back to Ethereum and the altcoins and stuff like that. So many altcoins are built using the Ethereum platform. So many, like it's countless, right? I equate Bitcoin to gold, right? And then Ethereum to like the App Store, right? Or the, you know, the Play Store, Android Play Store, or the, you know, Apple App Store. And I say that because Ethereum is like a platform, right? It's almost like the Web 3.0, right? It is the foundation of the next level of technology or the internet, so to speak. But it has positioned itself, Vitalik, the founder, has positioned itself as the platform that other applications can use and build themselves on top of, and then utilize to communicate with each other on Ethereum. And that's why I think it's like super, super duper powerful. Bitcoin is the beast, right? Bitcoin is the big boy on the block, you know, but you can't deny Ethereum. You cannot deny Ethereum. Now, Ethereum does have competitors, right? You have Cardano, you have Polkadot, you have Binance Smart Chain. You have several different competitors that are vying for for Ethereum's seat, right? But the thing about Ethereum is that they were the first mover in the space, right? And so they have that advantage. They have that competitive advantage. Is Polkadot valuable? Definitely. Is Cardano valuable? Definitely. Are these other platforms valuable? For sure. But when you look at the market share that Ethereum has garnered over these years, it's ridiculous. And this is the thing too. Right now, it's trading at like almost $2,500. But the reason why it hasn't taken off like it should is because of what's called the gas fees, right, for transacting on the Ethereum network. And it was known, right, when the founder built it, he knew that would be an issue when it scaled up too big, right? He knew that would be an issue. And so what they're doing now is they're coming up with, it's called, let me make sure I get the name right, the Berlin upgrade. That's what it's called. So it's several different updates that are in this upgrade that's coming out. And this upgrade is going to solve the vast majority of those problems, right? They're going to be burning tokens, making the supply come down. They're going to be removing the gas fees. And so we'll see. And this is coming up like around the corner. So I'm not giving anyone financial advice, but I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be dropping some more coins into Ethereum. Because once that update drops, I can almost guarantee you, I ain't gonna say I don't guarantee you nothing, but it's, you know, I'm hoping that it goes up. And, you know, like I said, that the Berlin upgrade is going to solve like so many problems with Ethereum. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Definitely going to be, you know, dollar cost averaging in Ethereum, you know, in the upcoming weeks. What do you think about the mention that this is all just a bubble, you know, and it's waiting to burst, you know, and people are throwing their money in, and then one day you wake up and you take a look at the market and everything has flatlined. What do you think about that?
Yes, this is very important. All right, League of Hustlers. I know a lot of you guys have been hitting us up, letting us know that you've been getting into crypto, but you have to do the research. You have to understand what phase we're in right now. You have to track this stuff. All right, here, I'm gonna show you. This is my notebook of notes of just stuff that I'm learning, right? Nothing that you try, nothing that you pursue that could potentially give you like massive gains is gonna come easy, right? There's no magic bullet, there's no silver bullet, there's no magic wand. You got to do the research. You have to study this stuff. And with that being said, you would know that what we're in right now, they call it a bull run, but I'll call it a bull bubble, right? History shows every halving, the price of crypto shoots out of the roof, parabolic. It goes crazy. right? But it also comes crashing down, like, you know, enough to make you throw up. Okay, just look at the history of it. So, are we in a bubble? Yes. Is it also a bull run? Yes. Is it going to come crashing down? Yes. Look at the history, right? This is not going to go up forever. So, how can you protect yourself? How can you lock in those gains? Is as the price of the coins that you have, as it's going up, you need to be pulling out, right? Taking profits. You need to be taking profits as it goes up. Why? Because no one can accurately predict down to the day or hour even, right, when it's going to crash. The only thing we know for sure is that it's going to crash. It just is. That's just the cycle. Just go ahead and, you know, expect it. It's coming. It's coming. There's no way around it. Look at the history. It has to come crashing down. Okay. And this is just the cycle of crypto. The next halving, which will be in approximately like 3.5, 4 years, it'll do the same thing again. It'll shoot up parabolic. I mean, just look back. Bitcoin started at 1 cent. Literally started at 1 cent, right? First halving, it shoots up and then it comes crashing back down. Second halving, it shoots up and then it comes crashing back down. Third halving, shoots up, comes crashing back down. Fourth, we're in it right now. You see what I'm saying? So just understand the cycles that are coming, right? And the way to protect yourself is to take profits along the way. So while it's going up, you need to be pulling out profits, right? Pulling out profits. And there's different strategies that you can use. Just find a strategy. And there is no set, book or, guideline to this. I'm sure people have their, techniques that they use that you can easily find on YouTube. But just understand the only way to win is to take profits along the way, right? Some people take out their initial investment, as the price is going up. Some people have Ian Bellina, from Token Metrics. Shout out to the made man, right? He mentioned, I believe if I'm getting it right, as it goes up, like as it 3x's, he'll take out like 30%. It 3x's again, he'll take out another 30%. 3x's again, he'll take out another 30%. And then as it's coming down, right, as it starts to crash, he'll continue to take out, right? So, just understand that it is going to crash. Are we in a bubble? Short answer, yes, right? Is it going to still go up? Yes, I truly believe. And that leads me to, another point. What do you think? I think so in a previous episode, we gave a price prediction of around 100,000 to 200,000 for Bitcoin, right? So what do you think, CD? Where do you see Bitcoin going by the end of this bull run?
That's tough, man. I don't know. I can definitely look at Bitcoin particularly and see, definitely 2021. I would anticipate, that $100,000 mark. Into the bull run, I'm not sure, but even just talking about the whole, component of there being a bubble and all of that, I think to me, and I could be wrong because they're all they kind of correspond with each other. However, like you mentioned earlier, Bitcoin is kind of like gold, so at some point in time, the value may be deemed, for whatever reason, and it may, come down. However, there are tons like Ethereum where the value is more based on its actual use case. I just think that, I don't know if that's necessarily, it's not really in that same arena as Bitcoin. It doesn't have the same level of inflation is not as inflated, or you know what I mean, it hasn't grown as much. You know, at one point in time, these things were close, you know, in terms of price range. Bitcoin is now 60,000, Ethereum, you know, 2,400, just getting over 2,000 within the last week or so. So I think that, you know, we're seeing the value of Ethereum go up as it's actually becoming more valuable, as more tokens are coming out and they're actually using the platform, and it's, you know, becoming more widespread. So I don't know, you know what I mean, in regards to that whole component with the bubble, but definitely watch it. That whole thing about pulling, you know, pull profits out along the way, definitely a great strategy to make sure you recoup at least your initial investment, and then, you know, you can strategize from there, definitely. But yeah, I don't know, man. I can definitely see six figures by the end of the particular run, though. I'm not sure. You know, it depends, you know, obviously how long the run is. This thing could go, man. This thing could go.
And it's going. And honestly, I really think that by this is the middle of April. I would say by mid-May, we may see 100,000. We may see a six-figure Bitcoin. Bitcoin will hit 100,000 by May, bro.
Man, that's pretty aggressive, bro.
Watch and see.
That's pretty aggressive.
By the middle of May, if not sooner, go ahead. Leave it. Matter of fact, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video and leave in the comments what you guys think that Bitcoin would hit, all right, during this bull run. But I'm going to go ahead and mark it. This is April 15th, 2021. I'm going to jump out there and say that Bitcoin will probably, more than likely, hit 100K plus by mid-May. The way it's looking, when you look at the charts, when you do the TA, it's one indicator that's kind of showing the opposite, right? But everything else is saying that it could hit like 100. And I want to give an update for the price prediction. My price prediction for Bitcoin, I'm going to move it up for this bull run to peak in between 200K and 300K, right? Peaking out around October, September, October-ish, right? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Leave in the comments what you think. Where do you see Bitcoin going, right? And then for Ethereum, yeah, let's add Ethereum in there too. I want to see a 10K Ethereum, bro. I think it could do it.
Absolutely. So that's where I see, you know, the value happening. Really great use case, man. It's still at a nice price. You know what I mean? It's going up, but you're not too late. Like, you haven't missed out on Ethereum. I definitely think it's worth the 10K, you know, 20K. I mean, I think there's tons of room to grow there. I think it's just with Ethereum, I think that it's just going to cook low and slow, like the way it has. It may jump up a little bit at times as people kind of catch on to the crypto market, you know what I mean? Especially with Coinbase going public and everything, it's going to get more exposure. But I would expect Ethereum to continue to grow, you know what I mean? Like, continuously over time, man. Like, I just think it's just, you know, it's in the crock pot. Whereas we had, you know, Bitcoin has been, you know, in the fryer. Bitcoin has just been cooking on the fire the whole time. So
true. Yeah, man, that's a good point. Slow cooking Ethereum, and there's a bunch of altcoins, bro. It's crazy right now. It's crazy. We've officially entered into alt season. You know, I hope you guys took note of those other picks that we called out a few episodes ago, because they took off. Chainlink is looking good. Of course, Ethereum. Of course, let's see what else is looking good here. FTT token. That's looking good too. Doja Coin cutting up, right? I'm still kicking myself in the butt, man. I took a little small position on Doja Coin at like 0.000000. It was 3 or 4 zeros and a 7. And I took a small position, but it wasn't moving, man. It was too slow. And I was like, let me just, get rid of it. And I moved it into Ethereum though, but that mug took off, right? I would have never thought that, we'll be looking at a 13-cent Doja Coin. Like, seriously. But yeah, man, that's all we have for this episode. You got anything else, bro?
That's it, man. You guys know what to do. Do your homework. All right. Make sure you leave comments. Let us know what you think about this stuff. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and let's prepare to profit.